Pittsburgh Sports Now, Zachary Weiss here once again with Duquesne football coach Jerry Schmitt. Obviously, Saturday, there's a lot going. There's senior day. Of course, there's the opportunity to change things from a share to an overall. How do you maintain that message that you've maintained all season to just focus on the business and take care of itself?
We just talked about it. They've done it throughout the entire season. I don't sense any change in their mentality to play each game the way we've played it in the past and to focus in. And we've had a number of examples where we know the full 60 minutes is needed to finish football games.
When you deal with everything, just how you have to look back a little bit, just what did you like having the chance to watch last week's game back and just the back and forth that it created with you guys persevering?
Well, the resolve that they showed to finish the game and do whatever was needed to come out on top. We talked about we may not have played our best football or best game. Some of the things we could control, some were out of our control that happened, but we overcame it, overcame adversity, had a lead, lost it, came back, finished the thing. Showed a lot of character, and it's something I've seen in this team all year.
What does it say that this is the time of year where you might want to be playing your best football, but that you have counters when you're not able to?
Yeah, I mean it's great to be able to rely on our leadership, and it's a long season, and it's hard. We had a lot of travel, and we were on the road for 2 weeks in a row there, and so they overcame those things. And we may not have been as sharp in some aspects, but there were guys picking other guys up and making plays. I just talked to a couple of the guys about some of the things they did will not show up in the stat sheet, but they're very apparent they impacted that football game.
That road stretch you had earlier in the season, how did dealing with that mental up and down help and serve you guys well over these last couple of weeks?
I think it's weathered us and toughened us to it just goes in our thought process. We're not going to let any external things affect what goes on the field, and these guys are showing a great maturity in that regard.
Practice today looked like the guys were having fun. Obviously there's a focus on the task at hand, but how good is it to have fun knowing that they understand what's on the line?
I say Friday night meeting, it's one of the last things I say is, we play football to have fun, and they are. This is a team that enjoys playing a game, enjoys playing with each other, and when you win, it's always, fun, and they're doing that. They're enjoying themselves.
Senior day on Saturday as well. I don't know if they're going to have to turn the game clock to 15 to 20 this year. You have a decently sized group of seniors and close to the teens, close to the 20 range. Just some of them are new to the program. Some of them have weathered a lot of battles and come through a lot. Just what do you have to say collectively of this group of men?
Oh, it's the guys that have been here for 4 or 5 years. I think there might be 1 or 2 with COVID and redshirt, maybe on their 6th. And they've been through a lot. This group, this senior group, and the guys that have joined us have come from schools. They've been through a lot, and they've gelled here together, been accepted, and have joined our team. And so we're going to recognize them and their parents and thank them for their efforts and everything they've given to Duquesne football.
There were obviously a couple of years that were not to the standard, but they stayed and they believed. Just what does that say about them in that recognition in that time?
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's been some heartbreaks the last few years, and they came here to play at a high level. They are, but not every year did we win a championship. So that's why it's important for us to finish this thing as strong as we possibly can for those guys.
Collectively, as a group of men itself, you guys can coach them and practice them and generate the behaviors, but it also comes down to the effort on the field and the mental game, which you've preached all season. Just for them to be able to pull what they've been able to pull off so far, just how proud are you of their resolve and just what they've been able to find amongst themselves?
It's great. I tell them all the time, when the game's kicked off, we're on the sideline. We can't be out there coaching you. So they're on their own out there. Really proud of how they've handled things throughout this year. It's been a great group, and they understand. get what you earn, and they deserve everything. I just told them you deserve all the accolades, and then we give a couple little awards to guys that are working hard in practice, and they're helping us too. Even the guys that aren't on the field in practice, it's so important everybody's on the same page.